Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the latest video from MyGrain, Haunted Hearts. They have a new album coming out on Reaper Entertainment. I'm not sure the date or the month, but I know it's in the fall, so it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
And this is their first video from that upcoming album. I mean, we've checked these guys on the channel out many times, but now there's a new record, so there's excitement brewing.
Yeah, there's some new stuff.
New stuff. So I really want to see what the sound is going to be like, what the direction is going to be like. I like to get a feel for it before I get...
Nice taste of the new album.
I already have the new album, by the way. The label already sent me the album, but I haven't played it. I was waiting to watch this video with you before I even start listening to the album. Plus, I normally wait until closer to the release dates to listen to the albums because I don't like to do the review too far in advance. Do you know what I mean? I like to do the review closer to the release dates. I have albums already for bands that are releasing their records in November, and I have them already. Like, I'm not going to go into the details, but I have already. So I have to kind of
the game.
Yeah, but what I try to do is I try to review, listen to the albums that are coming out closer to today's date. So that what's the point of reviewing an album today that comes out in November when there's an album coming out next week that I haven't listened to it yet? Like, you know what I mean? So I put the order based on the release date. But anyways, that's not really important. I don't know why I'm even talking about it, but maybe it's just flexing a little bit. MyGrain, Haunted Hearts. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. All right, you go first. What did you think?
Oh, that was pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of ready to dip my toes when this new album comes out. Well, I know you have it.
I have it already.
But
You don't only need to dip your toes. You can just completely
I need to
submerge yourself
yeah.
in it if you want. Like I can put it on your phone.
That just makes me feel good.
Oh, what about it specifically? What did you like? Because to me, there was one thing that I thought could have been a little bit better. But and before I say that, I want to hear what you have to say.
I really like the keyboard elements that they added into the song, making it more like electronic type.
Definitely more melodic.
Very very melodic, and that's probably what I like the most is that them adding those parts because I don't know, just something about electronic being added into metal just gives me a nice feeling. Just makes me a little bit happy.
You've been listening to way too much Eskimo Callboy.
Yeah, way too much.
Way too much. Way too much. All right. So this is my take on it. Sound-wise, perfect. I love the song. I also love the melodic approach that they're taking. They're at least with this song. I don't know how. Once again, I have the album, but I haven't heard it, so I don't know.
It could always be different.
Other songs can sound differently, right? But this one specifically, to me, I really like the melodic approach that it took. And if this is where they're going to go with the album, it's a more modern melodic sounding record. With a lot of bands these days are introducing those kind of electronic like keyboard synthesized sounds into the mix. Some bands more than others. But regardless, I love the overall melodic approach that this track has. The guitar solo was absolutely spot on. I love it because it expanded the song. It was in the right spot. You really needed it then. It added even more melody to the way the track was played. It was beautiful, was elegant. It just fit everything that the song was up until that point. The solo almost felt like a musical continuation of everything that was happening as far as the structure of the track is concerned. So, love that. Musically, I absolutely love this track. I love this sound. I really enjoy this kind of sound. Like it almost has. It's so melodic that it almost becomes a little bit sci-fi.
Yeah.
It becomes a little psychedelic. Not psychedelic in the ways that we think of psychedelic rock bands from like the 70s. I'm not talking about Jefferson Airplane here. They didn't sound like Jefferson Airplane or other bands from that era. But what I'm saying is this is like almost a new wave of psychedelic sound because the melody is such, it takes you into a sci-fi vibe. And every time I'm in that sci-fi vibe of sound, I always think psychedelic feel. I always get a psychedelic feel. So I really enjoy that. What I thought this song perhaps lacked a little bit was on the harsh vocals. I wanted a little bit more harsh vocals on this track. And now you can ask me, where would you put it? Where would you put it? Because during the verses, he didn't have harsh vocals, but during the verses, he had a little bit more of a raw delivery. It was a little bit
kind of screaming, but
it was a little bit rough around the edges. Let's put it that way. Let's go with that. Because then in the chorus, his clean vocals are magnificent. He has incredible range, incredible voice. So everything is fine there. So where do you put them? To me, you put them in between those two. Because there's a portion there, when you go from the verses, there's a pre-chorus that takes you into the chorus where almost the vocals are muffled by the sound. Almost like he's, not whispering, but almost like he's just like,
just talking.
ASMR. Like he's ASMR, like the lyrics into the microphone. I'm not a big fan of that part there because it takes a little bit of the steam of the song. Because the song has to me, the song has almost a sense of crescendo going into the chorus. You're building up, and then when you
then you kind of just drop it.
Yeah, it kind of drops a little bit, in my opinion, right? I felt that during that part, you could still go with you don't have to go like with fast singing. You can almost go with a narrator style. But I would like to see a little bit deeper. Going a little bit deeper. And then when you come in the chorus with the clean vocals, it's like holy shit.
It's like night and day.
Because now you had this roughness to the vocal delivery in the verses. Then you dip into the darkness of having a little bit heavier, harsh vocal. I think that was the goal that we're trying to do without going with harsh vocals. They wanted to bring the mood of the song down so that the clean vocals then elevate the track.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it would have worked better if it had harsh vocals versus that approach that it had. the degree would have been more accentuated. Would have been a bigger difference. Either that, or at the end of the chorus, the last line of the chorus, you go with harsh vocals. The way they did it as the song closes.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot better.
Either way, I think you have to find. To me, this song is so melodic. It's so uplifting.
It's very light.
It's very light. You need to start adding a little bit of heaviness to it in order for the track to be better balanced. Otherwise, it starts to float away. I need, for me, I need to be almost engaged with the track all the time. I need things to keep me like, ooh, that, ooh, like. I listen to so much music that if I don't have that engagement with the track,
kind of pull you in.
Yeah, at the end of the track, I don't remember then anything of the track at all. It's like, oh, that was a good song. So what did you like about it? I don't know. It was good. It was good. Like, that's not the feeling that I want. I want to remember things. I want to like.
You want the song to be memorable.
Exactly. Not just like it was good, but it doesn't make you want to go back to it. I'm not saying that's the case with this track, but in general, that's my approach when I go into listen to any song. Doesn't matter which one it is. To me, this one kind of had. It had all the components there, but I just feel like it needed a little bit of harsh vocals just to balance the track out. Because it's not a heavy song.
No.
There's no heavy guitars, there's no heavy drums, there's nothing.
I'm completely fine with that. But like you said, I think that would be really cool if they just added the harsh vocals at the end of the chorus with the last line.
Yeah, they did that at the last...
Yeah.
Like at the end of the song they did that.
And it sounded good.
It sounded really good.
So if they used that for the other...
They could have done... And if you do that alone... I think it balanced the track better, in my opinion. Balanced the track.
That was a good word, sci-fi feel for the keyboard.
For the overall melody.
Yeah.
Even the guitar solo had a little bit of a sci-fi feel to it. And once again, it goes perfectly well with the overall mood and atmosphere that the song has. And the video as well. So everything had that vibe. And I really liked the melody, I really liked the track. But, in my opinion... You needed something to balance itself better to show a little bit of heaviness, and then when you close off the track with that approach, you kind of reminded me of what could have been all the way up until that point. That's all. But overall, I really like the track. I'm really excited to check out the album. I'm obviously going to do an album review, and if you want to not dip your toes, but if you want to immerse yourself in the record, I can upload the record to your phone. So, anything else? Or are you satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
All right.
I'm entertained.
You're entertained. Okay, I'm entertained as well. So on that note, we'll be back tomorrow with more videos. See you guys.
See ya.